Welcome to March of 2024. March is an 11 universal month in an 8 universal year. So how do we know that? Well, March is the third month, and 2024, when we add it all together, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. Now add your 3 and the 8 together, and you come up to an 11. So that's how we know that March is going to be an 11 universal month. And that holds a big punch that I want to talk to you about. So be prepared to have your blinders removed, okay? Because it's time to see things for what they truly are. There is no more wishing that things were different. It is time to face things head on, especially where personal power and money are concerned. This is going to be an emphasis on relationships. Relationships, not just with others, but also relationship with yourself as well, okay? So that's what March of 2024 is going to be all about. But this 11 vibration brings in a bigger state of enlightenment and also illumination, right? The double ones bring in the illumination. So you're going to see things related to the vibration of the 8 universal year, which is about power and authority and control and money and all that good stuff. But you're going to see it with more clarity in a different lens, if you will. Okay, so it's like you're getting a biggie size on your prescription. You're going to see things a little bit more clearly. So 2024 is asking us to step into our own power this year. We know that. And it's asking us to explore your own personal power. What have I said that implies it's okay to take advantage of me? How many times have you said something that you kind of fluffed off something, you really didn't want to do something, and everybody knows you don't want to do it, but you said you do it anyways, right? So you've basically taught people, it's okay, I'm going to do it anyways, you know? So you've taught somebody how to treat you. And maybe they're treating you disrespectfully because you kind of opened up that gate, right? The other side of that is, what have I not said? What have I chosen not to say that implies it's okay to take advantage of me, right? Maybe somebody is pissing you off, right? They're showing up late every day to pick you up, and you're not holding them accountable, right? It's getting to you, and it's really, really bugging you. And they're going to continue to disrespect you because you're not holding them accountable. So sometimes when we choose to say nothing at all, we're speaking volumes and teaching people exactly how to treat us. So how about, when have you chosen to stay quiet just to keep the peace, right? How many times have you done that? Where do you feel it's important to be a people pleaser, right? Who are you always trying to please, and why, right? What's in it for you? Why? We're also going to be exploring, when have I questioned my worthiness, right? Am I getting paid what I'm worth? Is your relationship with money healthy, or are you possibly suffering with some abundant issues? The abundance issues come up quite often, and it causes us some difficulty being able to ask for what it is we deserve, because on some level we believe that we don't deserve it. And that might be on the unconscious level, but if you look at it, you might realize that possibly maybe you're afraid to make more money than what your father did for fear of rejection. Maybe you're afraid of outshining your sister or your neighbor or whoever. But why are you keeping yourself small? What's in it for you? What is that motivator to keep you small? So what can you do to be sure that you are making solid progress this month? Well, we're going to start setting healthy boundaries that command the respect that you deserve, right? Honor yourself by making your boundaries non-negotiable, right? Like, don't allow anybody to break through the boundaries. Respect yourself enough to hold those boundaries in place. I want you to ask yourself, who planted the seeds of unworthiness within you? And when did you choose to believe them, right? You can forgive yourself for ever believing that you were anything less than worthy, right? It's true. Forgive yourself first. If they say forgive the others for disrespecting you, nah, you know what? You've got to forgive yourself for ever allowing it to happen in the first place. And I don't care if that means when you were a child and you didn't know any better, you're an adult now. And you can look back on that and go, you know what? I'm forgiving myself for ever believing I was anything less than amazing, right? Don't let somebody determine what your worth is. If you aren't being paid what you feel that you're worth, ask for a raise. Otherwise, you're never going to get a raise, right? People aren't just going to willingly hand you out a bunch of money. It doesn't happen that way. Very seldom does it happen that way. You have to value yourself enough to ask for the raise and to declare what you're worth. Take some time out to recognize any negative repeating patterns that you've created that cause you to be taken advantage of. Practice believing in your unlimited potential for all things great in your life. And guys, remember that this 11 influence is the illuminator. Sounds like a neat movie, doesn't it? The Illuminator. Everything is under a microscope this month. You will see things in a different light. I promise you that. money issues, personal power issues, and even issues in your relationships are going to be right at the forefront. So be prepared to possibly feel a little bit more emotional than usual this month. And that also means expecting that others too might be a little bit more sensitive than usual. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. You've been given the heads up right here. But in summary, I want you to take some time out to reflect upon the patterns that you experience that keep you from getting the respect that you deserve. This is an all about you kind of a month, right? Stepping back into the power, stepping back into the respect that you deserve, to be paid your worth, to believe in your worthiness. All those sorts of things are going to be right in your face this month. So I want you to do the very best you can to believe that you are absolutely an amazing human being and you deserve more than what you're getting right now. Okay. If you are someone who is reactive, then try practicing being more responsive. Oh my, take it from this Aries. It's much easier when you take your journey, when you learn how to respond rather than always reacting. I am reactionary by nature. I am an Aries. I know that about myself, but I am learning to step back and recognize that not everything's about us. I don't know when that happened because I never got the memo, but anyway, seriously, it's sometimes we have to step back and go, whoa, this isn't about us. We don't have to be reactionary. We don't have to be defensive, right? Let's take a look at this and with curiosity and say, hey, I wonder what's going on here. This is kind of interesting. Let's take a look at this. So that's how we respond rather than react, right? Yeah, it's a welcome change. So remember too that we are always in a position to choose how we react to everything. And our reactions are what are creating our reality from moment to moment, right? Okay, that's it. Are you ready to discover what 2024 has in store for you? Well, my soul signature readings are still on sale right now. I do not control the sale, guys. I have an assistant that does all that stuff for me. So I don't know when it gets pulled. Okay, so if you want to take advantage of it, I encourage you to go to the website, AnnPerryNumerologist.com. Look at the readings. There's 2 or 3 different options there, but I would love to have the opportunity to share what 2024 is going to be bringing for you and how you can best kick some serious ass this year, because it's an 8-year, guys. We only get this every few years, right? So we want to take advantage of the best of it. I know that you're going to be creating your best month ever in March of 2024. Thanks, guys. See you next month. Bye for now.